All right, what's up, everybody? So it's what is this? March 2nd. Um, this is week two, check-in, follow-up. A lot of things have changed in the last week. I would say a lot of things have come to light in terms of like. So at the end of last week, I wasn't sure how much was like placebo-related effects of the testosterone and sermorelin injections, but this week was very noticeable. To start off with, I ended last week right around 217 pounds, I believe, and then this week I'm ending right around 219, 220. Okay, so a little bit of weight gain. I've been trying to track my calories, but I will say the hunger is real, and that hunger is no joke. It creeps up on you, and it hits hard and it hits fast. It's you know you can have a very satiating breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it, and an hour and a half later, just hunger pains. It's crazy. Um, so that was a challenge to try and figure out how to mitigate. I track my calories pretty rigorously. For the first couple weeks, I was hoping to stay around 25 to 2,600 calories a day, just for like a maintenance type thing. Um, I've tracked, but honestly, it's been like 27, 2,800. It could easily be 3,000 if I wanted to. No doubt. I could eat over 3,000 calories easily. And for the record, I don't eat a lot of highly processed foods or anything like that. Not that I'm like somebody out to get them, but I definitely eat a lot of whole foods, very satiating foods. It just has not made a difference. So there's one thing. Um, I hope that becomes a good thing, but right now it's kind of annoying. Um, Another thing that's really changed though is you did talk about energy production, like, or testosterone giving you energy. And I wasn't sure what to expect with that. You take pre-workouts, you take all these highly caffeinated things, and you get energy from them. But this was different. Prime example, yesterday, I woke up. I'm going to get back into sprinting slowly. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the track. I'm going to go sprint. I took my daughter with me. Also, something I typically would not do. But I just had this like, hey, it'll be no problem. Even if it doesn't go the way I want it to, we're going to have some fun. And we did. We ran up and down the field. I chased her around. She chased me. I didn't do a whole lot of sprinting like I thought I was going to. But nonetheless, I realized my flexibility and adaptability. And typically, what would happen if somebody needed me to be flexible or adaptable, what would happen is I'd get very stressed. I'd get very anxious. It wouldn't go well. My mood would be bad. Yesterday was no problem. I had so much fun. My daughter had so much fun. And it was crazy because as soon as we got home, my wife is immediately like, she just made a joke. She's like, okay, well, hey, if you feel good, like, why don't you go pick up the dog poop in the backyard? And we have two big dogs, so they poop a lot. And not that you came here to watch about my dogs pooping, but um, I literally just said, okay, cool, I got it. And she kind of looked at me like, you're just going to go do it? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. I went and got all of it up. And for me, that's a huge deal. Previously, I can think of numerous times whenever I've had to go do something easy like pick up dog poop. It's been like you get through about quarter to halfway through and you're like, I'm frustrated, I'm upset, I just want to stop. This was not that. I just powered through the whole thing with a cheerful attitude, and it wasn't until after I finished where I was like, boy, I feel like I should be mad about something, but I wasn't. And I was like, what is it? And I was kind of just reflecting back. And I even talked to my wife a little bit. And she goes, no, like, that's really big what you did. So already, that's a noticeable difference that I don't think that's an attribute to a placebo effect anymore. I think by this point, we're what, anywhere between 4 and 6 injections deep. Um, I think we're starting to see a little bit of this now, a little bit of results from that standpoint. I'm happy. If that's the case, I'm very happy. The aggression people talk about, I definitely can feel what I think it is they're describing, where there's a tendency to have like an unreasonable short fuse where you're like, I'm not quite sure why I feel so upset and aggressive about something. But I mean, by the grace of God, it feels like, what I've gone through this last year and a half, 2 years has been training me for, um, to be able to not lose control of that and to be able to rationally dissolve my own anger whenever I'm like, there's just no reason to be angry about these types of things. So that's good too. I do caution anybody whoever were to start something like this without like really being self-aware and being able to receive feedback from other people and reach out to people for feedback. I would caution that maybe you should put some barriers in place to make sure that you have people that can check you. I've got a couple people, one of them being my wife as well, but I also have a really good friend of mine that I talk to almost every day, and they both know to check me. Like if they feel something off, they both know how to check me and how I will receive that feedback, and it works really well. So far, nothing crazy. Nobody's had to say anything. I've been able to pretty much just, through a lot of observation and notes, been able to figure it out myself. So that's really good. So feeling very positive about that. As far as like the physical side of things, I think those were a placebo. As far as like, I felt really strong last week. Overdid it. 100% overdid it. I worked out really hard, and just absolutely did not recover very well. Both my weight training and my running, I worked out really hard. That was good to work out hard, but the recovery stunk. So I think a lot of those were kind of just, I was excited about being on the injections, expecting there to be a difference. So, we'll see where this week, now I'm going to tailor it back a little bit and actually just kind of not push myself so hard so fast and actually progressively build up and progressively overload. So excited about that. Blood pressure has been about the same. I typically run anywhere from 117 systolic over about 74 diastolic. If you catch me a little upset, it'll be like 130 over 82. I'm still right around in those ranges. So I still am in a decently good place with blood pressure. I would like to see it stay consistently below 120 over 80. If nothing else, just for self-assurance, right? I mean, I know nobody wants to have a heart attack or anything like that. Not that I'm worried about the testosterone or anything doing that. It's just more of another marker for me to track, just to see like, hey, where does my health go as I progress in this journey? So sleep, week 1 was really good, especially back into week 1, fantastic. Last week we had a lot of stuff happening at home, some sicknesses, things like that. So sleep was not great last week. That being said, what sleep I do get is pretty good. It feels much higher quality. The Garmin Coach app tracking sleep, again, we can talk about the reliability of that. It's just something I'm going off of because it gives me a number. I'm averaging about 6 hours and 40 minutes a night of sleep. And of that, I'm getting about just less than 50% of that is probably REM sleep. Not a whole lot of deep sleep. I was listening to some people talking about this on different podcasts and whatnot, and it feels like most of them, the longer they're on Sermorelin, the more deep sleep they get and the less REM sleep they get. I've heard it both ways, so I'm just curious to see what my app tells me. Do I think the app is 100% right? No, but it gives me something to examine how I feel and then look at some sort of data to say, oh, hey, maybe this is why you feel this way, is maybe you got better sleep in this sleep stage last night or something. So, this whole process is not perfect. I mean, this is a thrown together, low budget. As you can see, I'm filming my iPhone in my office right now. So, I mean, this is a low budget. Like, I hope that one day this provides someone some encouragement somewhere. If you're worried about what this looks like, you get to watch this dummy get to do it. So I'm happy to be here, happy to do it. Anyways, if anybody thinks of anything that they would like to see, workouts, journaling, again, things like that, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me on YouTube, which I don't check a whole lot because I don't want to get looking at numbers and stuff like that. I just don't want to get into it. If you guys want to like and subscribe, that's awesome. But I don't want to push that thing right now. I'm just trying to be healthy, trying to get better, live a better life. But also you can look at it's Forrest Y _health Instagram page. I also put like my blood work there, things like that. So if there's anything else you want to see, go DM me on the Instagram page or comment, whatever. I do check that more frequently, almost daily. And then let me know if you guys see anything you want to see, anything you want me to post. I'm happy to learn and get through this. I know we're having issues with video uploads on YouTube. I think if you just turn your phone sideways, I think it starts going from like my forehead up. I think you actually catch the whole face. I was filming vertically. Now I'm filming horizontally. So we'll see how it goes. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope this provides something for somebody somewhere, and we'll check in again soon. Peace.